Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by GhostBed.com. Welcome to Drinking Bros, fake news, everyone. The realest, fakest news of the week. We actually are going to start off with some real news, though, however.
Yeah.
AMC, Ape Strong, Diamond Hands, Laser Eyes. Obviously, if you've been listening to the show every single day like you should be, like a good little boy or girl should be, we bought this at $5.
What did I say?
In January, you said it would go to $40.
In January, what did I say? Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what did I say?
I don't remember.
I said
I don't remember what I did.
When movies come back to theaters and they start seeing positive cash flow again, it'll jump first to around 25. They're at 28 right now. Then when the big movies come out in the summer, it'll jump to 40.
Yeah.
So the line to suck my dick starts right over there. But Joel's in the front of it, so
yeah, well,
you're gonna have to fight him.
Ape Strong, Diamond Hands, and also, oddly enough, with that whole saying that's going around, today is Harambe's birthday, and then tomorrow is the day that he died on. So nobody's selling shares of AMC anytime soon.
You wouldn't think so. I mean, what kind of message would that send to our children about who Harambe was and the level of respect that you should be showing to him?
Yeah. Save the apes.
It's not about the fucking money. It's never about the money. You do the right thing, the money will come.
Yeah.
And the right thing in this case is to show a little goddamn respect to Harambe.
Yeah. Yeah. R.I.P., by the way.
Sons of bitches.
Paper Hands, Dan, you're the only one that hates Harambe, and I don't know why. I don't understand your hatred for him.
He deserved it, you know?
Are you going to do a show on softcore history on Harambe? If you do, that would be the greatest thing of all time, by the way.
Maybe in like 5 or 10 years, you know? We got to go.
It's been 5 years since his death. What are you waiting for?
We don't like to do.
You don't like to do what?
We don't like to do it too close to the event. We have like a soft 20-year rule.
Will you guys be alive then? I mean, look, it's been 5.
What?
Yeah, I mean, Fake Dan's got Crohn's disease. He'll shit his lungs out before you get to 20 years.
He'll be dead, dude. You've got to do this story soon.
Wait, when did Harambe die? It's 2016, right?
Yes, 2016. So tomorrow will be the 5th anniversary of our
So you
Lord
got
and Savior's
15 years
death.
left? No way, dude. Come on.
What, you just turned 30? Yeah, you'll be 45. I give it till 45. I think
me
you'll
see.
make it to
Yeah,
45.
there's no chance I'm living past about 43, 44.
Crohns disease.
Crohn's, yeah, look up Crohn's
I'm looking up the
disease.
survivability rate.
It's not bad.
Is it?
I'm not on medicine, so I'm good.
94% survive the first year, and then after that, it's like 99.5%. I guess once you catch it and you don't die from ulcerative colitis, you actually get to live, which is disappointing because I was planning on taking out a huge life insurance policy on this piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then continuously feeding him Takis and hot Cheetos until he just died. But I guess he'll just live then.
That thing we
piece of
got
shit.
yesterday, that paperwork, and you were like, what is this? What is this bill for?
Yeah, what is that?
It was for a pre-existing condition, and I was like, we're not paying that.
Oh, I'm not
Definitely
covered?
No, you're covered. You're fine. You're fine. But it was like some type of gap insurance in case something were to happen to you. And I was like, who is that? And they were like, one of your dudes has pre-existing condition. I was like, oh, fuck.
I thought Obamacare said you can't charge
Crohn's.
for pre-existing conditions.
We don't have Obamacare, so.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I don't know what the insurance. Well, either way, yeah. Well, it's,
I just said, look, he's paying the full deductible. Take that off the fucking bill, man. I mean, if you died, no, I'm kidding. You're fully covered, by the way. They were worried about our premiums going up next year, and I'm like, we'll roll.
We'll
the
deal
dice.
with that when we get there.
That's what I said. We'll roll the dice with Crohn's. But if you're out there and you're hoping that Sofia Vergara's husband dies of Crohn's, well, clearly after Dan reading those numbers, it's not going to happen anytime soon. That dude from fucking One Tree Hill in True Blood, her husband, Joe Mantegna, or however you pronounce his last name, he's got Crohn's. Very famous.
Yeah, it's me, Pete Davidson, and I believe David Garrard, former quarterback for the Jaguars.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw David Garrard, and I saw him run into the bathroom one time, so maybe that makes sense. You'll be fine then, Dan. You'll be fine. Now, you selling AMC at fucking 9 was a little much, but whatever, man. We're not going to judge you.
Like I said, I'm not always liquid.
Diamond hands, brother. Diamond hands. First up in the fake news, Lockheed Martin holds a training for white male leaders to address their privilege and their culture. Man, the aerospace and defense company Lockheed Martin's male employees in leadership positions have gone through training to bring awareness to white male culture and its impact on the company as a whole. And
so white males invented the company. So the white male impact on the company is that the company exists.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Fucking idiots. Shut the fuck up.
This is fucking crazy. This is crazy to me because the CEOs actually went to this. So it's not like the lower level people. This isn't like a Coke situation, like a Coca-Cola, where they're like, hey, go sit in a room in Decatur, Georgia, and do this little training on a...
But is this legit? Like, because people will say, I haven't looked too deeply into this particular case, but every now and again, people will be like, fucking some CEO or some company led training that did this and this and this, and maybe it was a small portion of the training, maybe.
Glad you asked. So according to public documents, Lockheed Martin has sent more than 3,000 executives and employees through race re-education programs led by white men as full diversity partners. I don't believe I've heard of that.
Is that the name of a company?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's in all spelled out like a company caps, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Taxpayers are subsidizing woke racism at America's largest corporations. Shut it down.
Then they had to recite quote statements of white male and heterosexual privilege.
What is that? What would you say if they brought you in there? What? Because you got to say something, right? You don't want to lose your job if you're there.
I would lose that job so goddamn fast.
You and I would, right?
I don't give two fucks about these people. My kids can eat rocks and learn to fucking swim or some shit. They can. We'll live in the ocean.
What did they say though? I want that footage inside the meeting of what they said of like, what makes you too white?
I want to know. I want to know what Air Force Lieutenant Colonel David Starr with 2 R's said. And I want to know what retired Air Force Lieutenant General Bruce Litchfield, a 3-star general, said.
Yes.
That's what I want to know.
They were both there. So
I want to know what those two people said.
Yes, so do
I say people for now. I might elevate that to a more harsh word once I find out how they respond to this. But if it were me, I'd stand up and shit in the guy's mouth. Right? Like, now I want you to repeat after me. White's bad. Like, oh, God, dude. Why don't you come over here and suck my dick and I'll blow some white shit down your fucking throat.
It's crazy.
Then we can talk about heterosexuality. Don't assume that I'm heterosexual just because I'm not currently fucking a dude. I'll do what I want.
Yeah.
If I want to fuck a dude, I'll fuck a dude right now. Why does it got to be a label?
You might fuck a dude one day. So who cares? But I just want to know. I got it. I would pay. Dan and I will pay $10,000. Anybody who has footage who was inside that meeting. Somebody had to have recorded something, right? If you're in a meeting with white executives at a white privilege training and you've got to come up and say aloud to the entire class what your white privilege phrases are, God damn it, man. I mean, I'm just off the top of my head here as a white man. What would you say? Do you have any New Balance that aren't as flashy?
I would say, look, I've got a black friend.
Yeah, that's probably one you lead off with. I've got a black
I've actually
friend.
got a couple in the chat, I think. Well, I don't know if my fan page dude's here or not, but High and Angry is he's a black science man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I talked to him on Clubhouse last night, actually.
Yeah, didn't you do a Clubhouse last night? I didn't catch that fucking
thing.
with
Javon Brown and a bunch of other people, but he was in there. High and Angry was in there. So I have two.
You have two black friends,
including my fan page guy. That's 3.
3.
Shit, I gotta dial it back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lose my white card. My credit rating is gonna go down.
You only have like 6 friends total, so like half of them are now black. Dan, I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm gonna have my credit rating is fucked. There's no way it's coming back now. And I am hungry for pork right now.
Yeah,
too.
So
that's the real tragedy of the 20th century to me. That all those black dudes were tricked into joining the Nation of Islam and had to join Muslim brotherhoods and shit, not the Muslim Brotherhood, but Muslim shit in prison. Because asking a black person in America not to eat pork, that's fucked.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
No.
That's like asking me not to watch baseball. I would tell you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I don't like it, man.
But you didn't have a choice. I remember watching that One Night in Miami movie with the one that got nominated. I think the one guy won the fucking Oscar for it. But that was the thing with Muhammad Ali in a room with Jim Brown and goddamn, I forget who the singer was, but Sam Cooke was the singer, and Malcolm X is trying to get them to join, and he goes, "Man, I can't eat pork." Fuck that.
Yeah, dude. Seriously, why would you?
White or black, I don't care who you are. Pork is the best.
How much proof of God would you need to stop eating bacon?
Boy,
I mean, I can't imagine. Like, I don't believe in any of that shit, anyways. But I can't imagine what God might say to me to make me stop eating bacon. I'd love to. I mean, look, if you're out there,
hey God, if you're
you
out
can hear
there,
me. You can hear me.
Dear God, it's me.
Now JJ, who is high and angry, and Javon Brown are arguing over who's more black. We've done it. We've pitted our only two black people against one another.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks, Lockheed Martin. Brian Burrow is saying, Dan, I work there, and I'm tempted to do that if they make me do that, but not likely, though, because I'm a low level at Lockheed Martin.
Let us know. You can reach out at drinkinbros.com/justice and let us know if you see any shit like that.
Yeah, and what it's like. That's so fucking wild, man. Because couldn't you sue for something like that? One would think you could file a class action lawsuit for making you do that stupid shit.
Imagine the inverse of that. Would you be able to at any point in human history, for example. Now, this is based on bad research, bad social science, and bad data, just like the cop thing, right? When I had to light Chris Hansen up last week, same misrepresentations of the truth. If I were to use other monoliths, like to say, to have a training meeting with all my black employees, right, to teach them not to wear saggy pants. Or some other fucking stupid stereotype that people believe in.
Yeah.
Like, you would immediately, that company would get shut down.
Oh, yeah.
You would be fired. Everybody would get raped. The horses would eat each other. I mean, it'd be over.
I don't know that anybody would get raped, but yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, you never know, obviously, but I hate to go there first.
Well, that's where I would go first.
Yeah. Well,
as soon as I heard those words come out of somebody's mouth, I'd start raping.
So Lockheed Martin, I don't know what is going on over there or why you even thought that was necessary.
That company, white men as full diversity partners, guess what city it's in? Just guess.
Probably the whitest city in America. It's got to be in like Indiana or Ohio.
Nope.
Wisconsin?
Portland.
Oh, fuck. Are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding me? And that's who they hired?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! Imagine
they
around with your buddies and being like, "Dude, how do we capitalize off of all this shit? I know we can. Us white men can create a white program to get rid of white privilege."
I did make a Macbeth reference, bitch. So they actually have all the names of all the people that attended that meeting, all the director level people. So we're gonna read all these off one by one. Director of Aeronautics Mark Ward, retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel, who we already mentioned, David Starr, Senior Design Engineer Jeff Schweiss, Risk Management and Sustainability Executive Christopher Geiger, Director of Business Operation Robert Ubeli, I guess, I don't know how you say that, Engineering Specialist Chris Outzts, which I'm pretty sure is a cat running across a keyboard, Director Eric Pierce, who is the head of everything, the 3-star General Bruce Litchfield, Senior Cost Analyst Todd Nando, Director of Global Supply Chain Operations Aaron Huckabee, Specialty Engineering Director Adam Mackey, Director of Global Supply Chain Scott Redman, and then Glenn Woods, Vice President of Production, was also present. So any of you guys want to reach out to us and let us know what the fuck you're doing with your life, that'd be great. Love to hear it.
That would be great. That would be great.
Fucking clowns.
Is Giorgio in the room here? Or is he packing?
He's packing right now.
Oh, there's a
He's
picture of
running
all
back
and
forth.
fucking goobers. Too.
Is there really? Put that picture up
It's
on the screen.
It's on Daily Mail. Here, I'll fucking share it to you guys. Who do I?
MacBook.
Drop.
We'll put that photo up in a second because we have some breaking news here, and I want Giorgio's take on this.
I just see Mac Mini. I don't see MacBook.
You got to turn on the old Wi-Fi, Rob. Just email it to him. Where are you at, Rob? There you go.
Mother of God.
In the meantime, Giorgio, we got some breaking news here for you, and I want to get your take on this because I'm gonna need you to put that picture up as well. But there it is. Yeah, put up the executives from Lockheed Martin. There you go. Oh, they're there. Are they all white? Yeah, they are all white. Oh boy, look at that.
Now, are there black executives or other races of
full
executives that weren't required to go to this? Because making certain people take part in training and other people not take part in training is definitely a problem.
Why did they have to? So somebody screenshotted the Zoom, obviously.
Yeah.
The one guy's got a plane behind his head. You cropped him out, Bob. He's got a full fucking plane behind his head. So he's in the sky.
I got really focused on the albino in the middle and just kind of lost track of everything else.
Yeah, he looks like that character from the Da Vinci Code.
I wonder if they put him in the middle so they could target him of who the whitest was and be like, it's him. It's him.
I'll be honest. His whiteness is making me uncomfortable.
I know. It's making Colin Jost uncomfortable.
That's saying
how white
something.
He is.
He looks like the dragon from the Neverending Story.
Nailed it.
The dragon, Atreyu?
Yeah. Look at that.
that the name?
There's a guy with a boat behind him, too, in that fucking photo. Look at that. He's got a fucking little skiff.
Salmon-colored collared shirt.
Boy, that's white as shit.
That's David Starr. That's the colonel.
Is it really? One would have thought they would have shown up in like FUBU gear. You know, just something super outdated where they're like, black people wear this, right?
It would be funny. How funny would it be if they just showed up in blackface?
Or
I was trying to show support, man.
They all show up in New York Knicks jerseys, like throwbacks,
and then start pouring or spitting on Trae Young. I guess that's what
Which happened last night. Trae Young didn't give a fuck. He's going to go for 50 next game. Giorgio, this next one is a breaking news story. I need you here for this. Because you're the fucking Apple guy here. And LeBron James just ruined your whole life. Next up, LeBron James, pictured wearing top secret Apple headphones before they've even been released or has come out here. Pull up that picture, Bob, if you can. It's in the U.S. Sun.
This is not by accident.
They're
doing
this. That's exactly why I bring this up.
This is 100% intentional to drive buzz. And why wouldn't you do it? It's a smart move.
Yes. So this was after the game last night. Paper Hands Dan, you called this. You said that the Lakers would win in this game. So what do you think of those, Giorgio? Is that what you were expecting? Is that worth it? It kind of looked like Raycons to me.
I think they look pretty sweet. I honestly can't say that photo is not photoshopped. Like looking at his ear and looking at the earbud.
No. This is an actual picture of him walking out of the locker room. So.
I mean, yeah, and this is a picture of someone.
No. This is still from a video, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this actually happened. This isn't Photoshop.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely pre-production models of all the equipment floating around. I mean, we're like. Was it 10 years ago now?
Somebody always,
iPhone,
always,
iPhone
dude,
case.
always. Somebody always fucking leaks something, or it gets stolen from one of the Chinese factories or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean,
when were these supposed to come out, Giorgio? You know all the Apple.
Well, they'll come out in fucking September, like everything else, probably.
Yeah, we're in May.
Yeah, we could be looking at a summer release for a new We haven't had a new AirPods Mac or AirPods Pro yet. We just got the over ears, which I have right here. If you guys are interested.
No, we're a Raycon family. That's all we do, dude. We're a Raycon family.
But they probably need to update their AirPods Pro in-ear line. And LeBron was an investor in Beats, was he not, when they bought it over?
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
yes, he was.
I assume he gets
he has access to all this shit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's LeBron James. I mean, Apple doesn't have to like him, but they can definitely use his name to sling their product.
I know. I hate him, too. And I think this was an accident, actually. I don't think this shit's popping off until September, but who knows?
It'll probably be September, yeah, but I don't think this was an accident. This is a smart.
I never know with him, dude.
This is a smart move.
Never fucking know with this guy. I just don't. But there you go, Giorgio.
Well, maybe it wasn't. Maybe he did it on accident, but I'm pretty sure that Apple gave him that, knowing that he's a fucking idiot and would do something like this. I don't know if you saw that play the other day. Paper Hands, just get ready for this, because Chris Paul stepped in to try to box him out. Then Chris Paul lifted his hands over his head. LeBron ran into him, bumped his shoulder a little bit, by his own action, then toppled over to the ground.
Yeah.
Little fucking scuffle ensues, and he's writhing in pain on the ground, and then they play the replay, and he didn't even get touched.
Nope.
He makes it very difficult to like him.
Yeah, he does.
The most physically talented basketball player, maybe athlete we've ever seen in this country.
Born with the perfect body.
And he's so insecure that he has to do shit like that. He has to respond to every criticism. I mean, it's pathetic.
It's crazy.
Not even what's crazy about that too, by the way, is he's not like he has all the physical gifts in the world. He's also really, really on court intelligent.
Yeah, he is not a dumb human being by any stretch. I mean, I know he didn't like fucking graduate high school and shit, but that doesn't mean anything. He's a smart man. He's put together a massive brand and business. I would say he is above average intelligence, but he is emotionally insecure as fuck. And it comes through in everything he does. It's pathetic.
He's never had somebody tell him no.
And he's
ever in his entire life. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated 15 years old.
Regardless of what fucking Barkley used to say back in the day, he is absolutely a role model, not only for kids, but for people who are younger that are trying to start business, be entrepreneurs, the younger kids in the league, all that stuff. And what he's showing them, he's promoting victimhood every single day with everything he does, except for when it comes to China. He doesn't mind concentration camps.
Well, neither does John Cena.
It's only if people on fentanyl die during arrests. That's when he cares. He doesn't care about Uyghur Muslims getting wholesale slaughtered in 1,200 concentration camps across China and getting their organs removed and sold on the black market. Doesn't care about that.
He's got Space Jam 2 coming out this summer. He's got to, keep China happy because it's going to China first, brother.
Yeah.
Before it hits AMC. AMC Strong Diamond Hands. Laser eyes. Bought a new ghost bed with my AMC today. Yeah, baby. Ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. Finest mattresses in the land. 30% off everything in the entire store right now. Man, couldn't have a finer sleep in my entire life. And I missed it. I'm back on it because I finally got back inside the house. And it's almost done. I'll be... I think fully moved back in with the rest of my family on June 4th. So, shit, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. But I did use my promo code. Full disclosure. Ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. Sheets, pillows, mattresses, adjustable bases. As always, they got a 36-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest there if you have decent credits. And they got a running calculator. They'll give you a total of what that is per month. It's the best. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros today and sleep so good it's scary. Next up, Facebook is trying to censor skepticism of COVID vaccines.
Yeah, we saw this shit. Veritas came out with this.
But I don't think we chatted about it on air, actually.
Not yet, no.
It was right after we got off air. We saw that Project Veritas drop. Explain what it was.
If you're looking this up right now, the notes are in your email. So you can click the link.
Yeah.
Because that's not it. It's.
Well, I don't know if we can show it because we got dinged the other day for what did we show?
This isn't a video. This is don't show the video or anything. Just show the documents themselves. They're gonna be just go to fucking Project or go to Veritas. Go to Project Veritas. Go to their website.
There you go. Boom. Pop that open. But
first one.
It's one of these things where this guy does get it right some of the times. It's just his presentation of shit is just is a bit wonky sometimes.
There's also a chart. So there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
That's the one with all the color on it. That's the one we want to look at.
Yeah, put that up on full screen for the audience here. Look at that, dude. So the vaccine hesitancy policy, and this is per Facebook, and they have this like action mapping, which is what they do for like redistricting schools and shit, is the policy tier. Now, if you're violating it, the COVID vaccine and the MNH and the WDH/RFH, what the fuck does that mean? We're just taking it down altogether. Violating is explicit vaccine discouragement.
Here's what all this is. Back out of that a little bit. Is that the whole image they're showing right there? Yep. Okay, good. They reduced it. So on the left, what you see are separate tiers of how these comments on Facebook and Instagram are to be treated. If something is a personal objection, see, this is a new one, by the way, because the old one, the first one of the 5-tier system that they have shows that even personal objections and skepticism will be scrubbed. Now, they're not going to remove them from the internet altogether, but they do choke the traffic out, and you see demotions right there. What that means is that they tell the algorithm to discourage sharing that stuff and putting it in people's feeds. So sensationalism and sensational and alarmist comments, criticizing people's choice whether or not they got the vaccine. Certainly not if people are criticizing people for not getting it.
Yeah.
Only if for getting it, right?
Yeah.
Indirect discouragement, like shocking stories or promoting alternatives. Indirect discouragement, like sharing stories like this woman today who died of a blood clot from one of the vaccines, right? It is what it is. Now, so what they do here for things that are explicit vaccine discouragement, meaning you should not get this vaccine, they're going to remove it, right? If you say that if you discuss that the vaccine might be harmful to people, they remove it.
Right.
But even if you're just talking in any way that they feel is negatively about it, they demote it. Demoting again means in that algorithm, they tell the algorithm to not only to not promote those posts, regardless of how many people see it, but to demote it completely out of people's feeds. Yeah. Right? Good. So go to the other picture.
You know, the other part about this was, you remember I went back for my grandmother's...
The one right there, 1.png. The tab at the top, homeboy. There we go.
There you go.
So this is what they had to say about all this shit. This is the people that are in charge of this program, right?
Yeah.
So it's VH's vaccine hesitancy. What's your goal? Drastically reduce user exposure to vaccine hesitancy and comments. This is the power that they used to steal this goddamn election. All right?
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with voting machines or any of that bullshit. It had to do with programs just like this. If it's pro-Trump, fucking demote it.
Yes.
That's all you're seeing right here. Now you're seeing the fucking smoking gun of exactly what happened in this election. The narrative that that voting machines were fucked with, that there were fake ballots and all this stuff, maybe one or two here or there, maybe. The historical searches and investigations done from both sides of the aisle on voter fraud show something like 40 to 50 cases of legit voter fraud per year, typically. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like legit voter fraud. What you're seeing here is the ability to manipulate data, manipulate the news, manipulate media, manipulate people's minds. This is way more effective. This is the same thing that Russia's doing to us right now. They realized sometime about 40 years ago, they didn't need to fire a shot at America. All they had to do was convince these lefty idiots that sympathize with Marxist ideology that masculinity is bad, that police are bad, that military is bad, that men and white people are bad, right? All the institutions that built and protect this goddamn country. And now we're sitting here defenseless.
Yeah.
They knew it. And Facebook knows, and all these lefty cunts know, they don't have to do any of this shit. They don't have to fucking rig elections. They don't have to fucking fuck with the vote at all. All they have to do is fuck with people's minds, and they're doing it with this shit right here.
Suppress information. That's all you have to do. Because, look, these things should be goddamn public utilities at this point. They're not. They're certainly not going to be in the next fucking 3 years, I can tell you that. But to this point, I was saying earlier, remember a few weeks ago when my grandmother died and I had to go back for the funeral? Yeah. When I was with my family for that ashes ceremony, I was talking to my uncle about this. Shout out to Uncle Tommy. What's up? Because he was the one near the nursing home. And I go, you know, obviously she was 87, 88 years, about to turn 88 years old. And they were going over the circumstances with her. And he goes, yeah, it was weird. She actually died prior to when they said. And I was like, all right, well, what happened? And he goes, dude, she got the COVID vaccination. It was on the second shot. And then she never recovered from that. Now, as a family, we were chatting about it there, and it was one of those things where it was like, well, you got to take that risk if you live in a nursing home at that age. So I understand it. However, it would be nice to know, but we'll never get that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that they hide the truth because they're afraid of where the truth might lead. Because that's not how we do business here in this country. You know what I mean? You can't do shit like that.
Yeah,
that's propaganda. We're kind of on the other side. We try to be on the other side of that issue. So,
because the weird thing is like, dude, I wouldn't be mad or angry about it. Like, shit, man. Look, obviously Cuomo, which we'll get to in a second, was running rampant through all nursing homes and all that stuff. So, like, yes, dude, everybody in a nursing home had to get vaccinated. I wouldn't be mad about that, but it would be helpful to tell people, all right, hey, look, there's a possibility you could die. So it's up to you. Do you want to take this or do you not want to take this? But I don't know that I'll ever get that answer, to be honest with you.
Well,
it's strange to say. I've never said that. out loud.
Yeah, this is about much more than this is not even about the vax. This is about a program that has a structure already inside of Facebook and Instagram.
Right.
This is the program that you're seeing right now, where instead of go back to that other picture, the forward.png, put that up. So instead of violating COVID vaccine, MNH, and all that stuff, and violating vaccine hesitancy, sole purpose entities, and stuff like that getting removed, or these things being suppressed because they're sensational or alarmist or criticizing choice and all that stuff, remove all those words and add pro-Trump to all that and categorize them by severity. And
you know exactly that's what happened.
Of course it is. This is exactly what you're seeing right here. And look, people can only get information from so many places. We know that cable news is dying. People get their information from the internet. They get it from Facebook, from ads that run on Facebook, and from all this other stuff, primarily.
Instagram as well, but Facebook owns Instagram too.
Yeah.
And you and I know what happened when we put up pictures of Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
They got pulled down right before the election. No explanation of...
Well, no, that whole New York Post story about him and his laptop got deleted from all of Twitter, all of Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Deleted.
Yeah.
And it was correct. All the shit about the fucking virus being originating from Wuhan in the lab and accidentally or maybe on purpose getting out of the lab, which today the Biden administration announced they're not convinced that it wasn't on purpose.
Right.
Which is fucking racist a year ago.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All that stuff a year ago was put through this machine and removed, flagged, or demoted. Same thing with Trump during the election period. This is you're seeing it right now. This is exactly what happened. And this is why these tech companies have to get shut down completely. Not government oversight, because the government's complicit in this shit.
Yeah.
Why in the fuck would we trust the government to watch over these people? No, these things have to go.
Well, you know their campaign was involved as well. Before this all started, and it was like, hey, man, we'll do what we can to help you out here, wink. Timmy D is saying this vaccine feels like the ultimate Tuskegee experiment by the government. I don't know.
Maybe. I know people, a couple of people have reached out to me and told me that people are on the open market paying a premium for surrogates who have not been vaccinated now.
No shit.
Yeah. And keep in mind that
I'll have a baby.
you're going to hear a lot of shit. I just want you to keep in mind over the next 12 to 18 months when you hear about rapidly declining testosterone levels and all that bullshit. That shit's been going on for 25 years. We're 40% less testosterone-wise now than we were 10 years ago. So that was already trending downward. I don't want to hear this shit like, it fucking killed us. It's son of, or children of men all over again. No, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry.
It's not
There are enough scientists out there with access to this vaccine that I promise you, if it was fucking killing your sperm, you would know. Just fucking relax on that little bullshit. I don't think it's dangerous at all. Probably not. It's just unnecessary. It's fucking stupid, man. Jesus, it's like the fucking flu.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Flu is gone now. I haven't gotten one email, one text from CVS or anything of like, hey, flu shot season. Come on in, flu shot season, boys. Yeah.
It's all about money. $12 billion in the first quarter of this year is what Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson, all those assholes made.
Yeah.
It's all about money. And then they come out later like, oh, you might need a booster every year for the rest of your fucking life, bitch.
And they kept the IP on it.
I mean, it's like a fucking dude. It's like a numbers guy or a protections guy in the mob. He's like, it'd be a shame if something were to happen. Your building were to burn down. Like, you're not going to threaten me, dude. I'll shove that needle right up your fucking ass.
Next up, Texas is now one. Whoa.
Skipping that one. We're not skipping it. I just want to get to this fucking Cuomo thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Fire away. You're hot. You're on a roll today. It was revealed that Chris Cuomo, the CNN anchor, the CNN mainstay, who's not going anywhere, by the way. They made sure to get that out in front at CNN that he's going to be here to stay, because all these networks are firing their highest paid anchors these days because the ratings are in the toilets. It was announced that he helped his brother in secret meetings decide how they were going to get through the recent sexual scandals up in New York for his brother, Governor Andrew Cuomo, who's still governor. How is that possible in today's... People are getting canceled for way less today. How the fuck did he get through this?
It's only... So you know how Republicans... about, what was it, somewhere between 2013 and 2016 tried to redefine what rape is. Like, well, I mean, if it's a forcible rape is rape, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you talking about? The left lit them up for that, rightfully so. Now the right should be rightfully lighting these assholes up for changing the definition of what sexual assault is, right? And changing what the penalties are based on, well, they didn't rewrite it because it's been the case since Clinton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Clinton, the reason the Monica Lewinsky thing happened was because they couldn't get him on all the other stuff. That was a punitive charge. Like he never should have been charged with that, all things being equal. But the reason he got charged with that shit is because he was out there raping women on a regular fucking basis and whipping his dick out and showing it to people and shit. Same thing with Weiner. He got lit up because he wasn't important enough, right? That's all that really happened there. But now we're seeing Cuomo again, another rapist. Crickets.
It's crazy.
It's crickets from over there at CNN. So turns out it's not just crickets, though. So Cuomo, one of the network's top stars, joined a series of conference calls that included the Democratic governor, his top aide, his communications team, lawyers, and a number of outside advisors, according to people familiar with the conversations who spoke on the condition of anonymity. So he, while he was supposed to be reporting on this, right, because he's the governor of one of our largest states.
Yep.
A guy who has victimized all the elderly people and apparently a bunch of women as well in his state.
He participated in official strategy sessions with political advisors, guiding his brother on how to respond to sexual harassment allegations. The other part about this is he walked into his boss's office, which is Jeff Zucker, and said, "I'll do whatever you think I should do." And that was it.
Right.
So, you know, I remember when he came out with this fucking statement, because I was tuning in at the top of the show thinking, man, you can't just dodge this forever. And there was one show where he popped on for about 30 seconds and he said, "Hey, guys, I want to address the elephant in the room. Yes, my brother's under these allegations and blah, 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 blah." But he goes, "It's my brother. Therefore, I have to recuse myself from talking about it. And there's other news stories that are way more important than talking about my brother killing all of your grandparents and then sexually harassing all these other women. So we're just gonna move on here at CNN and talk about the next Trump thing." And that was it.
Here's CNN's statement. Chris has not been involved in CNN's extensive coverage of the allegations against Governor Cuomo. Give me a fucking break. Extensive coverage? The fuck out of here.
I haven't seen anything.
On air or behind the scenes, the network said in a statement, in part because, as he said on his show, he could never be objective, but also because he often serves as a sounding board for his brother. So the governor of our second largest state is getting advice from one of the hosts on the leftist-leaning major news network, like the guy.
The guy.
So do you think he's reporting fairly on him? Then they went on to say, however, it was inappropriate to engage in conversations that included members of the governor's staff, which Chris acknowledges. I mean, it's okay because he said he's wrong.
Yeah.
He will not participate in such conversations going forward. He should have his mouth sewn shut.
Here's the thing, though. It is his brother.
Or
and it's
sewn to somebody else's asshole.
What do you think is going to happen here? It's a weird position to be in, though, that the top anchor at CNN, brother is fucking governor of New York, and has just killed a bunch of people.
Well, here's my deal. I don't give a fuck who you're related to, me or anybody else. If you're responsible for the deaths of a bunch of elderly people, if you're out there raping women, I'm going to have a problem with that. And you should, too. The standard doesn't change because of how close somebody is to you or how you know them. Fuck that shit. God damn it, man. This is just typical cronyism bullshit. All these people belong at the bottom of a fucking volcano, to be honest.
By the way, not to be confused with Crohn's, by the way. Giorgio, grab me that syrup over there, kind sir. This voice is raspy today. I'm fighting a cold, like a real one. Not COVID. I'm fighting off a real live cold here. Next up, Texas. Can I get it out? There it is, Giorgio. There it is. Oh, look at that. Look at the presentation on that syrup. Thank you very much. This is not the fun kind either. I want to make that clear. It's not the good. It's not the one with the coating in it. This is like the actual.
Yeah, it's just for coughing.
Fucking dog shit cough syrup. Otherwise, I'd be fucking raging right now. Texas is now one step closer to letting everyone carry a gun. Currently, Texas residents are required to obtain a license and pay a fee to legally carry a handgun, but soon that may no longer be the case. HB 1927 initially passed the Senate with amendments, but the amendments were refused by the House. The 10-person committee has finally reached an agreement, and now the bill only needs the signature of Governor Hot Wheels, coming in strong. Wheelchair!
Yeah, and he's already said he's going to sign it,
He's
so
gonna
it's just a
sign it.
matter of time now.
He's going to sign it. But it was like we were talking with Coleon the other day. Yet another guest name that I've fucked up in my life. I've never seen that name before. I always called him Colin. With that, this gives Democrats ammo, and this gives Beto the fucking last piece of juice that he needs to try to run against Wheelchair.
Good luck, fuckface.
The people that come out and vote during these midterm elections are not the same that come out and vote for president.
No, they're not. But if fucking some dude's using a bunch of anti-gun rhetoric, people are going to show up and vote.
So I don't know if you guys remember this from the ballot measures that just passed, like Prop B with the homeless thing. There was another one. I forget which prop it was, but it was to move
I think it was Prop D's.
the.
Nailed it. Anybody? Fuck you guys.
It was to move the Austin mayoral race from off ballot years, from the gubernatorial years to the presidential race years, right?
Really?
It moved it from midterm years, which is when the governor race is, to presidential years. So I think the next mayoral term is only going to be 2 years, blah, 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 because of that. Point being, they didn't think that they could get, Austin didn't think that they could get enough, I guess they just wanted more Democrats to come out, essentially. Sure. And the way to do that was to do it during a presidential race, because presumably the turnout in Austin, at least, for the mayoral race was low on the left during gubernatorial races.
It's because nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, it does, man. Like, it is a different race all the way around. It was funny. I was talking to Graham Allen about this, because he's running, but it's in 2022. It's not on a presidential year. He's running for Congress, and it is entirely different, man. To get people to come out and vote then is harder, because people don't really feel like it's that big of a deal. The Georgia runoff was a little different, because there was high stakes on the ground for that, like really high stakes for that one of breaking the Senate there. Whereas this one, it's like, all right, who's going to come out and vote for this and why? And I don't know. I'm not even going to make a guess on it, to be honest with you, because I don't know what would happen in the States. It's changing rapidly. People are moving here from California left and fucking right. And I have no idea what would happen.
I don't think the kind of people that are moving here are lefties. I think people that are center right in California are moving here.
Mr. Noir
bullshit.
thinks differently, and so do I, man.
Well, there's no evidence to that effect. So
all the candidates except for Trump in the last election
got more Republican votes than previously.
Yeah, yes. Like the GOP was up everywhere but Trump in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll find out what happens, but it could be some crazy times here. Market just closed. Also, breaking news: AMC finished at 26.52, up 36% today. Opened up around 19. Holy shit, dude.
Well, it's too late now. I mean, I would advise you dum-dums who didn't listen to me 4 months ago to buy in now, but it's too late. I mean, it's not going to go up high enough for you to make a huge nut. If you just want to throw some money in for shits and giggles, that's fine, but you're not going to make, unless you spend a bunch of money, you're not going to make a bunch.
Could it be the next GameStop, though, is the question. Like, are there enough people? Because there's another short squeeze coming tomorrow, right? It's supposed to expire tomorrow at 4 o'clock on the 28th, which is, again, the anniversary of Runoff.
There's so much noise. I don't fucking know. I know that in a month, AMC is voting to add shares.
Okay.
A lot.
Well, in a month is when Fast and Furious 9 comes out. So
yeah,
I'm sure they'll do it right after that movie's opening weekend and be like, yeah, we're back, baby.
Yeah, they'll dilute all their shares. They'll use all the incoming revenue to pay off some bills, which they've already done before. Like
they paid down their debt.
That last debt, I think they paid off. And if they're in the
$600 million.
If they're in the green and they're able to turn a positive cash flow, they may go north of 40. They may go 45 to 48. Honestly, we'll see what happens. Yeah. And it could. Who knows? With Reddit, it could fucking explode. Who the fuck knows? I mean, if it goes up to like 200 or 300, that's we're going to make a shitload of money on that.
Yeah. It's also worth noting, like, it's not a shitty business.
No, it's not.
No, of course not. The only reason
they're
that
out of
business,
debt,
the
so-
only reason that business was going downhill is because of the
Pandemic.
What is it called? Yeah, that bullshit we made up.
Oh, the Plandemic. That'd be a great shirt to make.
Oh,
I just came up with that right now.
No.
Oh.
No. There's an entire documentary called The Plandemic.
Is it really?
Yes.
Ah, fuck. I haven't heard about it or seen it.
Didn't we have the author of that on?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was Amanda. No, that was the plot against the president. Amanda
Yeah, it was
Milius.
plotting. Yeah, it was a different. Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah. That would have been great if I would have came up with that. God damn it, sounds great. As soon as I said it, I was like, man, that's got a ring
I'm sure
to
the
it,
the first time somebody said the word pandemic out loud, somebody said plandemic, and
I didn't think
pretty
about
much
it.
immediately afterwards.
that would have caught fire though. That would have been on every single thing. Yeah, I haven't seen the T-shirts. Let's
I don't
make
know if
some
anybody
t-shirts.
made T-shirts or not, but
Let's make some fucking T-shirts,
It
bro.
came out in like April 2020.
That word?
No, yeah, the
the documentary.
Oh,
Yeah.
the documentary. I didn't see it.
It's
What-
an actual virologist who was like, yeah, this is all bullshit. So
Well, that's obviously hidden from all of our feeds. Where did it go? Was it on Netflix?
It's on Facebook.
Then nobody saw it, is what you're saying. If it was on Facebook, nobody saw it.
No, like everyone saw it.
Did you see it?
It got real big, and then the internet like kind of tried to scrub it. Like I'm trying to bring it up now to show it to you.
You
and it's
can't
all-
bring it up, can you?
No.
I fucking knew. We just did a whole story on Project Veritas and Facebook hiding the fucking COVID and the vaccine and all that shit. No, dude, they don't have that up. There's no fucking way that documentary exists. Come on. But if you are just trying to relax at home, if you have the COVID, get some Killcliff CBD from killcliffcbd.com. 25 milligrams of CBD in every single can. Flamin' Joe is back in stock. So we've got the Joe Rogan drink, the pineapple and jalapeno. We've been drinking the shit out of that. There's a ton of it. I think Dan's drinking it right now, actually. But there is a ton of it around the office, and I was unaware that they had sold out. They're back in stock. So they're fully back in stock as of today. Good for these guys. Jeez, they're killing it, dude. 25 milligrams of CBD in every single can. Go to killcliffcbd.com today. There is no THC in it, so you will not piss hot on a drug test. Promo code Drinkin' Bros, 20% off and free shipping. The grape is my favorite, but the fucking...
it's hard not to like the Flamin' Joe, man. I gotta be
Great,
honest.
dude. Joe Rogan just continues to do rad shit, dude. Good for him.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Go to killcliffcbd.com today. Promo code Drinkin' Bros. 20% off and free shipping. That is a big deal, especially when we're talking about cans. We're going through that right now with the seltzer process. And yeah, man, shit. Free shipping is amazing.
Yeah.
Great for killcliffcbd.com and fucking rock it. Drinkin' Bros. 20% off. Free shipping. Get that grape, dude. I like the grape too. Next up.
Wait.
Ooh.
So I was just searching the word plandemic. Business Insider did a fucking article. I love these. The posts that don't age well are my favorites. This is May 22nd of last year, so about a year ago, right after her documentary came out. What the Plandemic movie, which was widely shared, blah, 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 a point-by-point debunk of the Plandemic movie. All right, here we go. So, debunked point one, the coronavirus didn't start in a lab. It jumped from people to bats.
Is that what they said? Business Insider?
Oh, yeah.
Pop that article up on the screen.
Number
there, Bob.
two, vaccines don't kill people. They kill people that are already at risk for the virus itself. Yeah. Staying home won't weaken your immune system. That is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Also not true. Wearing a mask won't worsen your infection. That's probably true. I don't see why it would. The government is not exaggerating the number of COVID-19 deaths. Also proven to be not true. Good Lord, man.
Man, how do you walk that back? All this other shit, man. I chatted about this earlier. I was watching that Hawks game last night. against
The
Knicks.
person that wrote this, by the way, is the two people, Gabby Landsverk, Landsverk, and Aylin Woodward, Aylin Woodward. So if you want to go find them on Twitter or whatever and tell them they're fucking idiots, that might be fun. I mean, shit, if you're bored, why not? Somebody called me yesterday, a debt collector trying to reach my dad. My dad doesn't have this number, right? So they tried to tell me, they're like, oh, he listed these. I'm like, no, they didn't. You're looking through public records databases trying to find my dad.
Yeah.
That's illegal. you're a cunt. And they're like, oh, fuck you. And so I called him back like 4 times just saying weird shit. Because I was driving at the time. I was bored. So I'm just saying, if you're out there and you're fucking bored, go fuck with these people. Because it's fun, man. Fuck them.
It's crazy, but I was watching that Hawks game last night against the Knicks. They're all still wearing masks. Everybody at Madison Square Garden last night had a mask on.
One, they're all vaccinated. 2, the most athletic people on earth. At literally no risk. How many NBA players died of coronavirus? It's like fucking 60 or 0.
0. Yeah, it was 0.
Shit.
0. But yeah, so the entire crowd, Spike Lee, all those guys still wearing the fucking mask. And I'm like, dude, if you haven't been vaccinated at this point, what are we doing now?
Well, baseball, there was an article last week from the general manager of the Cubs, I believe, did an interview saying he was disappointed that it seems like his team's not going to be able to get to the threshold where they can relax standards because nobody wants the vaccine. It's like, yeah, it's just disappointing. Other teams are doing it, and they're getting to do stuff again. Like, fucking dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Let people do what they want.
At this point, that's where we are with this. Yeah. Either you got the vaccination or you're not getting it. Yeah. I don't understand what the masks are for. Like, you're not going to convince the people who haven't gotten it to get it by shaming them with the mask.
No. And people don't give a fuck about that. I mean, that's why Facebook is trying to run this bullshit that Project Veritas exposed. That's all. They're just they're using a fucking manipulation tool that they used before a number of times. So to overthrow the election last time, right? And then now to fucking pull this bullshit. That's all that is. That is a device where they drop parameters and pieces of information in, press go, and it fucking warps all of American discourse immediately. You cannot have that kind of power. That's like a Florida man with a nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's got to go.
The other thing that I don't understand about all this shit is like, so right now they're bitching in the Senate about not getting people to vote on the Capitol Insurrection Commission. Motherfucker, we know that
a commission. It was 350 people, and all of them belong in jail. The end.
The end.
Gives a fuck.
Yes.
And if somebody helped them in some way, maybe investigate that, maybe cut some off of their sentences and do the job. That's the FBI's job, to interview these people. It's not the fucking Congress's job, man. Shut the fuck up. Do your fucking job.
Yes. And we're all on this. I think everyone is on the same page, right and left, of like, hey, you can't storm the fucking Capitol and not get arrested for it. So what the fuck else happens besides that? Like,
the only other thing I could think of is if there were insiders that were involved, Congress isn't going to figure that out.
No.
The FBI will figure that out. That is their job. They are law enforcement officers. You are a lawmaker. Not the same thing. You don't get a badge and a gun when you fucking get to Congress, you stupid fuck.
There was a guy crying today on the floor, and he's like, I don't understand why I can't find 10 Republicans to vote for us and get this through. No one cares. Like, move on. Figure out if the goddamn virus came out of the lab in China. Yeah. At least Biden said that today. Biden was like, hey, I'm not convinced and I want to fucking form this. That's a commission worth having. Great. Let's figure it out so we can maybe cut off that fucking country for good.
By the way, the only reason that Biden is pushing this now is so he can control the narrative. That's it.
Yeah.
He wants to be able to get this investigation into Fauci and into all this other stuff done while he's in office. Well, the DNC wants that because they know if it gets outside of that, they're going to figure out that all these DNC people were in Fauci's ear that whole time, making him tell lies.
Well, he came out, 2 days ago and said, I mean, we had a bunch of shit on our Instagram about it. He came out 2 days ago and was just like, I like how both of us are getting COVID on air as we're talking about. Like,
I've had a cold for like a week and a half.
Same here. But we've been traveling a lot, so fuck it. Partying, whatever. But I like how Fauci fucking turned about face and was just like, there is a possibility that it's come from a lab. You screamed in our faces for a fucking year that this thing was not from a lab, and now you're like,
that was after he broke federal law to fund the lab in the first place.
That's what I'm really curious about. Let's get a commission on that.
Yeah.
That is worth it.
It'll happen, and it'll happen under Biden, and there will be no charges.
Yeah. Yeah.
The end.
The
end. You were wondering what's going to happen there. What's up next?
What's up next is alleged pedophile set to appear in a film about an alleged pedophile. Do you want to take a guess who it is? Because I called this one
Roman Polanski, but no, it's definitely
he's a director. He's not an actor. I called this one. It's Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
I said all along, dude, Kevin Spacey. There's too much talent there. Where they're like, man, I don't care that he was touching 14-year-old boys, but we'd really like to have him back on Netflix or something like that. So he's starring in a new movie. I said
Is
the
the movie-
over-under was 2 years.
Is the movie about Larry Nassar from Michigan State?
He looks like Nassar.
He looks like Nassar.
He could play that role.
Yeah.
It's an Italian movie that we talked about this the other day. Like Italy, like they don't care. It's Italy.
Yeah, what is their age of consent in Italy?
It's
It might be
bibbidi
14.
boppity. I think it's like the bibbidi boppity. Who the fuck do you know?
But
this, man?
Americano.
If you ever want like
Italy's
to
a second world country.
to the listeners out there, if you ever want an eye-opening experience, Google age of consent in other countries. It's
Oh, yeah.
Mexico.
fucking crazy.
Mexico is 12, by the way, and I know that because I've told this story before, but I learned
12?
Yeah, I learned all the ages of consent for every state, or I had a chart of it on my desk. So whenever my fucking Joes would go on leave or whatever, I would be like, "Where are you going? What states are you going to? All right, cool. Don't fuck anybody younger than that, asshole." And I happened to look at Mexico because some guys would go to like Puerto Vallarta and shit like that. I'm like, I'm not even having that conversation. I'm not going to be like, hey, as long as she's 13, you're good to go, man. Because fuck that, right? That's
crazy.
weird. Yeah, it's really bizarre.
That's
down there.
crazy. Yeah, but Spacey's making his return.
14 in Italy, apparently, according to Ruben.
14 and oh, so the kid, it was
14.
the boy that it was Anthony Rapp that he molested. He was 14, so maybe they're pairing it up.
Was
with
it in
that.
Italy? Yeah.
No, it was in New York.
Is the movie called 14?
There's a great movie called 13,
Yeah, there is. That is a great movie.
Who's in that one?
Nikki Reed, I believe.
and what's her name from Westworld?
Nikki Reed
Yeah.
sounds like a porn name.
Yeah, France is like
Close.
Germany's like 14, Poland's 5. Some of these have. Here's what.
Oh, well, Poland, isn't that where Polanski's at? Or is he in Switzerland?
He was in France. I think he's in Switzerland now.
Okay.
I think this is Hungary. The countries aren't labeled, but I think this is Hungary. 15 is the age of consent, but it's 13 if there's no penetration involved.
Oh, word. So you can get your dick sucked. Wait, no, does that count as
I
penetration?
think that's penetration.
Penetration of mouth, but I think he was just on top of Homeboy, making out with him, touching his dick over his jeans. But, the irony of this is obviously, Kevin Spacey himself is playing a pedophile, so you're not going to have to do a lot of character development with that. You're not going to have to do a lot of research on that. You're already method. You're already a method actor on that one. In 2018, Spacey was charged with indecent assault against a teenage boy in Massachusetts.
I think the guy was
that-
actually 19.
He
by the
was,
time
so he got
charged
off of
him,
that.
right?
Yeah, so he got off of that. And the odd part about this is, so he was charged in like 5 different things. This one he got off of because there was a camera video inside the bar where the dude was making out with him for like an hour. And he was just above the age. Yes,
It was sexual assault is what the guy was claiming, not necessarily
correct.
statutory rape or anything.
Yeah. So he was able, that charge was gone. The other 2 people that came out actually died before it went to trial.
Now, is he? Does he work for the DNC or something?
No, but he is.
That's a very
House
Frank
of
Underwood
Cards.
kind of situation right there.
Yeah. So they died. To my knowledge, I think they're down to one kid with the Old Vic Theater in London, and then I believe just the Anthony Rapp thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that ever went to a trial. He
No,
just
that
came out and
kid's-
said, "Hey, he's a fucking working actor today. He's a great actor."
That kid's gonna get COVID.
Anthony Rapp.
No, the one that he raped or whatever.
Probably.
Allegedly.
Jeez, man. Everybody else has died in this. Los Angeles officials also investigated 2 sexual assault claims against the actor, one which was outside the statute of limitations, and the other dropped when the alleged victim died. 3 people died. Man. Spacey has declined all requests for interviews regarding the upcoming role. No shit.
You don't say.
Yeah, he's not going to say anything about that.
Now, I mean, it kind of reminds you of when Mel Gibson came back in that fucking Beaver movie with Jodie Foster or whatever.
Oh, that's right.
You didn't see or hear shit from him during that whole time. And now every now and again you'll see him pop back up. But, I mean, look, honestly, Mel Gibson...
No, Mel Gibson's he's in a fuck ton of movies.
I know. But yeah, when I say pop back up, I mean do interviews. He still doesn't talk to the press much. And I honestly don't know why he's even working still because...
Talent.
No, dude. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying The Passion of the Christ made $1 billion.
Right.
And he owned all of it. Like he personally made $400 million out of Passion of the Christ.
Well, you heard what happened, right?
Nothing you can't lose that much money.
So he got divorced, and then
So what he lost $200 million?
yeah, so he lost half of that, and then he was dating this. Look up his last girlfriend. Remember, she was the one who videotaped all that shit of him, like saying all the anti-Semitism shit. and then was dumping those videos, and he had to pay her off a ton of money. God damn it. I can picture her face, but I can't. That's it. Oksana. Remember that whole thing? He paid her a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, but he probably paid her like 20, 30 million bucks. He's got plenty of money.
He's got plenty of money.
And there's Passion of the Christ 2 coming out too. This time it's personal.
Yes. Yeah.
It's Passion of the Christ 2, and it's just Jesus with an AK fucking cruising around on a donkey fucking people up. Like, you thought I was dead, bitch? The first scene of the movie is it's dawn, right?
Yeah.
And the sun's coming up behind this mountain, and you see 2 Roman soldiers standing in front of a tomb, guarding it. And all of a sudden, the stone rolls away, and they're like peeking in. What is that? And then it's just fucking Rambo about Jesus.
Yeah.
Right? He's got the M60. He's got the fucking bandana on, the fucking mullet, the whole thing. And he's just like, you guys fucked up.
Yeah.
Pop, 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 and it starts lighting people up.
Yeah.
Right? And this time he can fuck too, because he's done. The Savior thing is done. He doesn't have to say chased this time. Jesus is just slaying ass all over the place and fucking murdering people.
Yeah, dude. And then he's tap dancing. Jesus tap dancing Christ. You know, Jesus. What is it? Passion of the Christ.
Well, that's
Part
his
2. This time it's personal.
That was his first love, is tap dancing. He's doing all the murders and all the savior shit because he has to, not because he wants to. What he really wants to do is be Ben, whatever the fuck the tap dancing dude. What's his name?
Yeah, Ben Vereen.
Nope.
Yeah, Ben Vereen was a big.
The black guy. What's his name?
Yeah, Ben Vereen.
No. Yeah. Super famous tap dancing. God damn it.
Ben Vereen was a very famous black man. You're going to lose 3.
Gregory Hines. Sorry, I don't know why I said Ben.
Tap dancing like Gregory Hines. Ben
Hines,
Vereen, though, was another one.
I don't know who Ben Vereen is.
Oh, famous actor, ironically a dancer as well. He got hit by a fucking car.
You already know that this conversation is going to be turned into a fucking cartoon, right? Mm-hmm. It's going to be Jesus to the Revenge, or the Passion of the Christ 2.
And then the slogan on the movie poster says, "This is my cross to bear," and then he's just fucking icing people. I love it, dude. Who's playing Jesus in this? I don't want Caviezel playing that.
No,
Jesus.
because I watched Caviezel in that body of, or what the fuck's it called? What's the name of that show that he's on?
Oh, I don't know, but he was great in Passion of the Christ. I will say that.
I mean, shit, he took the time to learn Aramaic.
Yeah.
So you can't fuck. I mean, he should have. I don't believe in any of this shit, but that's pretty fucking impressive.
John Cena took the time to do Mandarin.
Jim's really good friends with Hercules too.
Sorbo?
Yeah.
Case Swords would be a great Jesus.
All those old school fucking conservative Christian actors are all friends.
Yeah, dude.
Friends of Abe bullshit.
Case Sorbs would be he'd be a great Jesus.
Person of Interest. That's the name of the fucking show.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, I've seen him fight and stuff. It's not that great. We need, you know how in Rambo 2, when he's in jail or when he's busting up rocks, he's just fucking yoked up. This is when he really started getting into the D-ball. That's the Jesus I want to see. If maybe Chris Pratt, because Jesus was white, everybody knows it.
I think Donnie O'Malley, dude, would be a good Jesus.
Well, at least he's closer.
Shredded.
At least he's closer to being ethnic. Like Donnie's family is Cuban or some shit.
Yeah. So, that's what I'm saying. And he's shredded too. He's got the Jesus physique.
Because I don't think Jim Caviezel is fucking Middle Eastern. Jesus was Middle Eastern, by the way.
No, he was white with blue eyes and blonde hair.
Yeah, just make him Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, the whitest. Just find the whitest dude ever and piss everybody off. Do you think people would the outrage be bigger if they used a super white Jesus or if they actually used a Middle Eastern Jesus?
They've done the Middle Eastern Jesus before.
Who was it?
It was, oh man, I don't remember the actor's name. He's Middle Eastern, but he plays a Mexican and everything.
I know what you're talking about.
It's the
I
guy.
know who it is, yeah.
He was Smiley in Training Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Smiley?
Yeah, but he's actually Middle Eastern, and it was in.
Oh yeah, that guy's great. He's a great actor.
It was in a Christian movie that actually
Cliff Curtis.
Yes, it was in a Christian movie that actually got really good reviews with oh god damn it, I can't remember the name. Anyway, it was with a good actor, the dude from Shakespeare in Love.
Shakespeare in Love, Fiennes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Fiennes.
Joe Fiennes, the guy from Enemy at the Gates, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Joseph Fiennes played a Roman soldier who is investigating the whole Jesus thing essentially, and like he meets up with Jesus after he resurrected. He's investigating why there's not a body in the grave essentially.
Gotcha.
But it's like a Christian movie. Like it's from the
Risen. It's called Risen.
Yes, and it was pretty decent to be honest.
Well, look, man, fucking Cliff Curtis is a really good actor. He's been in a ton of shit you would have heard of. I mean, a lot.
You gonna blast this fool or what, Holmes?
Like he's for
Training
some,
Day is my
he
favorite.
does have to play Mexicans a lot for some reason. He was in The Walking Dead for like fucking 2 seasons.
By the way, I did a movie with Joseph Fiennes. He's a weird fucking guy, dude.
That whole family's weird.
I started a movie with him. It was super weird. He's just always talking to himself, and
Anyways,
it's not like he's gonna be on the show.
we
so I don't
we
care.
really got off on a fucking tangent
Who
here.
cares? That's what the news is about. It's fake, but it's sometimes real. Next up, Columbia Prep School offers class on porn literacy.
Bitch,
Finally.
I should be teaching this class.
Can I get an applause? When I clap, yes, we clap. There it is. Thank you. Finally, it's about time. Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School is now offering a new class to help prepare students for a future as productive members of society. The class is called Pornography Literacy, an intersectional focus on mainstream porn.
And intersectional, so no more fucking AsianStreetMeat.com and shit like that. Is that what they're saying? They don't want porn to be demeaning. Hey, look, this woman's going to get on her knees and choke herself, get slapped in the face, and to get cum all over, but we don't want to disrespect her, okay? Like, shut the fuck up, you idiots. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Facialabuse.com.
Just let it be what it is, man.
It's crazy here.
I don't want to have to use euphemisms in porn. I'm looking for whores, goddammit.
Yeah, real fucking horse. The other thing we got into off air the other night, Dan, was porn stars you feel ashamed of jacking off to.
Oh, I don't feel shame, so. Shame is a completely useless emotion.
Giorgio did, by the way. He did.
Shame is good for if you need help making good decisions, but I make good decisions.
It was Sarah J. Sarah J was the one that he felt guilty about, and hop on the microphone. So if you were in this class, do you tell the professor that?
I tell him I wasn't ashamed of my actions when I did them, but revisiting it later, it's going back and going to that OnlyFans 10 years later that really kind of ruined it.
Well, I mean,
like
look,
early days of LimeWire, Sarah J videos was really my jam.
Yeah.
But seeing what porn had done to her, her hair's too short. It's too short. It's too curly.
It's a no-fuss haircut, Giorgio. She's an older lady.
yeah, she's probably from the Midwest.
She's got to be in her 60s, right?
I don't know about that.
Wait, what? No, she's not 42.
43.
Hot Bob,
She's from
look at-
Cincinnati. She's from the Midwest. Of course her hair looks
Sarah
like that.
J's only 43 years old?
Yeah, she looks like she got hit by a fucking truck, by the way. And the truck was named Big Black
She is
Cock.
only 43 years old, but that's porn years.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's like dog
there's a
years.
lot of
Dude, I
hard,
thought she was 60.
there's,
So
a
did
lot,
I.
there's a lot of hard years on that.
Oof. Now I feel bad.
The important thing to note is that she's a University of Cincinnati alum. That's listed when you Google it.
Go Bearcats.
Yeah, go AAC, man. That conference it's a Power Six.
Well, maybe she'll teach one of these class. Another portion of the class is called marketability of OnlyFans, which
Now that's important, actually.
That'll be useful to a lot of people. To be honest, marketing principles are the same regardless of what your fucking product. There's a saying in marketing: the product is irrelevant. You're not selling a product. You're selling the idea of a brand to people who want to identify with that brand. That's it. That's what you're doing. It doesn't matter what it is, right? So
Yeah.
this
That one's actually important.
This is good training. Parents of children attending the school were understandably upset, but most of them are only speaking out anonymously because they're afraid of being ostracized. You don't want to be a non-cool parent.
No.
You know what I mean? That's oof. The teacher.
I wouldn't say anything.
I would fucking laugh my ass off.
Well, so would I.
I would
but
go
I
to-
wouldn't say don't do that. I'd be like, sign up for that. That's
This
probably
is
an
the
easy
only.
A.
This is the only thing that would get me into a PTA meeting. I would come there and just laugh the entire time, and I would wear a shirt. I would wear the Pornhub shirt, the Drinkin Bros Pornhub shirt. I don't give a fuck.
How old is this school? Is it college?
It's Columbia, so I assume. Oh, it's
college.
a prep
No.
school, so it's high school.
Yeah.
Let's see. The teacher, Justine Fonte, also teaches classes to first and second graders, reportedly about sexuality and masturbation. Now, you've got my attention.
Now, whoa, that's a
Yeah.
little too young.
According to Fonte's personal website, she, quote, reveled in disrupting health and education for 10 years and frames her teaching, quote, through the lens of Kimberly Crenshaw's teachings on intersectionality. So the dumbest motherfuckers on earth are now teaching your kids how to pound off in first and second grade.
God damn it,
Dude,
man.
Jesus Christ. Let kids discover how to pound off. in their own time.
And I can tell you this as a parent of a first grader who just graduated today.
He
to go
figured
to
out what his
second
dick
grade.
is.
No, he's not.
No, he's not yet, but he will figure out what his dick is at
Yes,
some
but
point.
not now, and he's not even close to it now.
It'll be somewhere
mentally.
between like 9 and 11 probably. He'll figure out what his dick is.
Why 9/11, Dan? That's weird, man. Never forget. Sorry, guys. I don't know what Dan's thinking today.
Well, I'm thinking about 9/11, obviously. Whenever I'm talking about pounding off, my brain immediately goes to 9/11.
That's the only way you can get off.
Yeah.
Is to think about 9/11.
I think about. There's this old Louis C.K. joke. He goes, "You can tell how good of a person you are by how long you waited after the towers went down to masturbate." And he said, "For me, it was between the first and second tower going down." It's a really good fucking joke. Anyways, the New York Post reached out to this lunatic for a fucking response, and of course, nobody's gonna fucking take an interview.
No.
Not from the Post. I mean, look, the New York Post is a rag, anyways. It's
a fun rag, though.
Yeah, they used to have a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Like the New York Post is one of the only newspapers that kind of flippantly, openly talk shit to people, which I like
it's
that.
great. It's great
because they realize they're not a real news source.
Yes.
Anyways, this is madness. This whole thing. Actually, I need to look at this woman's website. What's her name? Justine.
Why would you
Fontaine.
do this? Is what I don't understand. Like, just as a human in this world, why would you want to do this as your profession?
Because she doesn't have to worry about food and shelter and fire anymore. All right? This is that whole saying that fucking soft times make hard men make hard soft times, et cetera, right? This is the result of all of our effort. This is what happens when you take it too far. When you look at your fucking what you have to do tomorrow and be like, damn, you know what? I don't want to do all that shit. I'm going to fucking create this system to do it for me. Great. And then you don't teach your kids to do anything. People just fucking fall through this, the what do you call it?
cracks.
Through the cracks, yeah. It's fucking nonsense. And they have too much time to think about themselves. Think long, think wrong. That's one of the first things you learn in shooting. Like, you don't fucking sit there and stare at a target for 5 minutes. Or, I'm sorry, you don't sit there and aim at a target for 5 minutes. You fucking let your body do what it does naturally. You take a deep breath. Pause on the inhale or exhale, depending on yourself. Then you fire the weapon, right? Think long, think wrong. It is a principle that works in social science as well. The more you look into stuff, we're pattern-seeking creatures. The more you're going to find stuff, whether it's there or not. It doesn't matter if it's there or not. And people like this, like, well, man, I fucking started masturbating at 9. People should just do that. Like, why not? I mean, I remember how it felt to fucking not know and how scared you were and how fucking awkward it was. Maybe you need that fear and awkwardness to develop as a fucking human being. Maybe everything shouldn't be fucking easy and handed to you, stupid fucking bitch. God damn it, man. You're robbing kids of everything it does or everything that happens in their early life that makes them a fucking functional person.
Yes, and I can tell you as a father of kids that are exactly this age, dude, they don't know anything about this. If you came into my school and did that, I would end your life. I mean, it's fucking crazy. You're nowhere near prepared for that at 7 years old, man.
No, it's dumb.
It's the dumbest shit of all time. So fuck off with this. And then shit, if you need something to fuck off with, you can get some merch at drinkinbros.com. God damn it. All the merch is up, by the way. It's out there into the world, hoodies, all that other stuff, soft tees. There's a bunch of shit on there. Mugs, defund politicians, coffee mugs, everything.
Cocaine horse.
Yes. Oh, the fucking Kentucky Derby horse.
Jeremy Gassard is asking, what's the back order fulfillment situation on merch? So everything should have been shipped by yesterday morning.
Yep.
So give it 3 or 4 days, and if you don't get your shit, let me know again, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Because there was some kind of shipping glitch that happened where it wasn't registering things the right way, and we didn't want your shit to get sent randomly. So
to the wrong place.
Yeah, paused it, fucking restarted it. Now everything should be shipped.
Yeah, so we're good to go on that. Last but not least here, this is one of my favorite stories. Man found dead inside of a dinosaur. The body of a 40-year-old man was found trapped inside a large statue of a dinosaur in Barcelona, Spain. The statue was a Stegosaurus, in case you were wondering, which is traditionally a herbivore. And obviously that would be a carnivore stitch there, so R.I.P. After alerting authorities, firefighters found the body lodged into one of the statue's legs. It is unclear why he ended up inside the dinosaur, but is believed he entered through a removable slab in the stomach, which was not present on the real dinosaur. The statue was modeled after. I hate to laugh at this, but you have the picture staring me right in the face. Is it on screen? Oh my god.
Oh, is that what he fucking got into?
Yeah, dude.
So was he like a homeless dude that was trying to get away from the elements, or what happened here? Or is he just some guy that fucking? I like how there's flowers at the dinosaur's foot. Do you see that shit? That's ridiculous, man. Come on.
Look, a man died.
Like, I understand that
dude.
it's sad and shit like that, but if somebody walks over to the edge of a building and goes, "Hey, y'all, watch this," and then jumps off, and then you find out later he was trying to swan dive into a fucking glass of water, you're not going to feel too sad about that. You're going to be like, what the fuck, man? What were you doing? Why did he get into? Does anybody know what happened here?
No. They're trying to figure it out now, but clearly if they'd known he would have died inside of it. What I can't understand is looking at this picture, Bob, is did the smell not get through like out into the people?
You know, maybe it's Spain, and people in Spain are like, yeah, some places smell like shit.
Yeah. Europeans in general smell like shit, so that's probably the case.
If you were in New York right now or San Francisco, yeah, you'd probably walk by that statue and be like, man, that smells like shit.
Well, there'd probably
but
be
the rest
3
of the city
dumps
is-
under that thing. People are using it for cover. So the statue had previously been used by homeless people for shelter, and this is my favorite quote, but has never taken a life until now. Oof, that one got me. That's funny. That's funny. I don't know what else to say about that. This is funny.
Nothing. We can leave it at that. Now's the point in the show we get to the Drinkin' Bro of the Week. You can actually submit them on our merch store at drinkinbros.com. There's a submission for Drinkin' Bro of the Week. They come in live. We read them live on air, so whatever happens, happens. Man, after telling a story like this, I hope nobody died.
Oh, by the way, before we do the Drinkin' Bro of the Week,
yeah,
go buy this military slang dictionary from Vet TV.
Oh, shit, that's right. That just came out.
It's really funny.
Yeah. Who wrote it?
Everybody. They did
Their whole staff over there?
The whole staff was involved. They also crowdsourced a lot to talk to the community and ask them for any stuff that they might add as well. There's some animations and stuff, or not animation, but there's some cartoons and shit.
They spent a lot of money on that. It's a nice book.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice hardback book. It's a really fun coffee table book if you're looking for something military themed. It's funny.
Military Slang Dictionary is available now. Vet TV did that. And you'll see their logo on the cover.
Yep.
Today's Drinkin' Bro of the Week was submitted by Chaz Belfield from New York.
Chaz, huh?
Yeah, or Chas. It's C-H-A-S. What do you think?
Not Chaz. I mean, I don't want to associate this person with
Chaz Bono?
that
Fair.
bullshit that's
Fair.
happening. Well,
Chas. Might
No,
be just
not-
Chas.
I didn't want to associate them with the autonomous zone, but yeah. you're
Okay. Oh, that's right. Not the other Chaz.
Yeah.
I automatically go to Chaz Bono. That's my default for Chaz's in this world. So the reason for the nominations is, hey guys, I know you read these live on air, so I'm going to make like Pete and bet on myself. Pete Rose reference. I like that. That I get the timing right. I want to nominate
think
my
that's
best
Pete
friend.
Weber?
No. PDW? Look, greatest athlete of all time, but no. I want to nominate my best friend and old college roommates, Navy Lieutenant Junior grade Derek Richmond. Derek has had my back in the good times and the bad, which got pretty bad. Just ask Jay Fire and Tiffers. Drinkin' Broettes episode. I don't know what happened over there, but I will ask Jay Fire when I see her tonight. And this weekend, he will marry his college girlfriend, Gabrielle Murphy, and I wanted to finish his bachelor party by making him a well-deserved Drinkin' Bro O' the Week. May you both have many happy years of baseball puppies and Jenny Lights. Cheers. Cheers to you. I'm going to go Chas. But it could be Shaw, and maybe the S is silent. I don't know.
Could be.
Not really sure. Either way, if you're out near a dinosaur statue this weekend, please knock on it and make sure everybody's okay
Before it takes another life.
before it takes another life. And go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a review. That's all they care about to keep us in the charts. By the way, in November, if we can make it that far, it'll be 6 straight years that we've been on the iTunes charts, which is fucking incredible. So thank you very much. Just keep leaving reviews and just rating it a 5-star. We greatly appreciate it. For D'Anthony Holloway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is Drinkin' Bros Fake News. Good night, everyone.